Make sure you follow them for your brand new keychains with the QR codes and all that stuff. We're going to get into that later, and we'll talk about that in a couple of minutes. Right now, round of applause for our in-studio guests. This young man has been at the open mic showcase with me at 1836 for the last couple of weeks, has given a great performance. So I want to get to his music real fast, and we're going to get back into who he is, and he's going to tell you who he is, and we're going to chop it up with him, and you can follow him on social media and everything a little bit later. So we're going to tap into his music right now. This joint right here is called Golden Ratio. I think we're going to tap into this one first.
In every sense, I'm the true villain. Check this man's words. I don't do it, leave him breathless. I wreck shit with reckless. This the message, don't mess with. I'm majestic, how I step, kick, blast. Spitting grotesque, don't test, I will flex. Suplex, don't duplex, I snap next. Yo, who's next? Y'all niggas fool, that's bad. I'm a rap vet, yeah, and I don't have a cut check. That's some nonsense. I'm just taking my time, aligning all my lines. The entity through divinity, I'm so divine. I'm just taking my time, aligning all my lines. The entity through divinity, I'm so divine. Each Roman calendar, I ain't find a challenger that can match a verse. I'll embarrass your area. It's malaria, pen game will bury your hairier situations in the staircase. It's scarier music. Yeah, I'm married to more kids, the merrier. Each project, that's mad clubs, irregular, irregular, arrogant. Rap this so effortless, God's gift and reckless. My sound is different shit. I'm just taking my time, aligning all my lines. The entity through divinity, I'm so divine. I'm just taking my time, aligning all my lines. The entity through divinity, I'm so divine. Right. 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 I'm so divine. The entity through divinity, I'm so divine. Must get free. Must get food. Must get food. Must get food. Tears gotten on stage after the pen draft. It's all in the wind, right? I can't live for life. The end starts to begin, and I don't know when I'll win. Right? Real peace, you can't pretend a real peace is pretentious. The bench is filled with the questions. The game reps and the rules in all directions. Power trips and insurrections. Twitter mentions secular blessings, lessons I etched in. Every hearse with a verse hides and hurts vibes. Off the center, been hurt. Better cope and talent, better hold your balance. I'm the only challenge. Check the chalice, not a single drip. But my palace has a malice itch. Ruminating piece of shit. A legend holder being sick. Dying while my music clench. Every record throw it in, but something's still missing. I'ma find it, embody it, find it. The devil try to hide it, blinded. I saw tricks, many magic spells, pull the mind dwell. Let my own self hit my right. And yo, we hitting hell. Hit before the inhale. No chance where we're going. Keep it quiet, no chance. That's still my moment. The steel is foretold, and I own it every second. But first breakfast, bacon after bacon. High when I'm waking, taking my sweet time vacant. These do rhymes, but in due time I shine. Like wine, I'm getting better with it. Vino in the snake skin, moving on my pivot, dealing digits. I'm all alone, and my voice, can you hear it? My heart, I really fear it. My mind, body, soul, and spirit. I need to clear it. Find my center, surrender. I never render. Self-medicate my temper. When it's ever, I cool off when I enter the mask. Must get food. Right.
That shit foul, my nigga.
I like that vibe right there.
Ooh, TV approved. Wow.
Got that vintage feel.
I got them young bulls. They're coming out the gate.
In every sense, I'm the true villain. Check this man's words. I don't do it, leave him breathless. I wreck shit with reckless. This the message, don't mess with. I'm majestic. How I step, kid blast. Spitting grotesque, don't test, I will flex. Suplex, don't duplex. I snap next, yo, who's next? Y'all niggas food bad's bad. I'm a rap vet, yeah, and I don't have a cut check. That's some nonsense. I'm just taking my time, aligning all my lines. The entity through divinity, I'm so divine. I'm just taking my time, aligning all my lines. The entity through divinity, I'm so divine. Each Roman calendar, I ain't find a challenger that can match a verse. I'll embarrass your area. It's malaria, pen game will bury your area. Situations in the staircase is scarier. Music, yeah, I'm married. The more kids, the merrier. Each project, that's mad clubs, irregular, irregular, arrogant. Rap this so effortless, God's gift and reckless. My sound is different shit. I'm just taking my time, aligning all my lines. The entity through divinity, I'm so divine. I'm just taking my time, aligning all my lines. The entity through divinity, I'm so divine.
Right.
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 I'm so divine. The entity through divinity, I'm so divine.
We got the young bulls coming out the gate. Got them coming out the gate early. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce y'all tonight to Charley Roy. Charley Roy, what's up, brother? What's going on?
What's going on, man? What happened to the third track?
Well, we got the third track. We got it loaded.
That's the one right
We got it loaded. We definitely got it loaded. I wanted to chop it up with you and let everybody know you was in the studio tonight.
Okay.
And just real quick, tell them where they can find you on social media and everything real quick.
You can find me, Charley Roy, at Ryuchi Kaiser, RAIUCHI_Kaiser. Twitter, same thing.
Nice. So where did that handle come from?
Kaiser is Kaiser is means translates to king or emperor, and German. And Ryuchi it doesn't have a translation. It's Japanese, but it doesn't have a translation into American, so it's just unknown. So it's the unknown emperor.
Nice. Unknown emperor. That's dope. Because when I saw the Kaiser, of course, that's Kaiser Sose. I was thinking,
Okay.
the movie.
Usual Suspects.
Yeah, Usual Suspects. I was thinking that because Usual Suspect, definitely Usual Suspect. When it comes to his music, kind of like it gives you. When I first met, I said to you, you kind of give me like a Cali type of vibe. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, I remember.
And I was saying, like, you gave me like a Cali type of vibe. But then when I found out that you were originally from New Jersey, the transition between Cali and Jersey is funny because
Poor Righteous Teachers.
Right. It's very funny because you had a very strong connection in New Jersey to LA.
Yeah, I got a lot of people on the west side.
Historical. This is historically like even when some of the actual slaves that were in California, they transitioned and came to New Jersey was one of the first shores that they landed at.
Wow.
So it that's where you have a strong mixture of like African Americans. You have a lot of Hispanics. Depending on what part of Jersey you're on, the closer you are to the shore, the closer you are to that that area. So starting off at rapping at 12 years old, who decided to let you do that? It had to be dad or mom?
Nobody. Actually, I had some relatives that did music. I never did it though. You know what I'm saying? I would judge their rap battles and stuff like that. But I was like 10 at the time. When I was like 12, was when I started to take an interest in it. Around 13, 14, when I moved, I was just extremely lonely. I didn't really have any friends, especially I moved like twice when I came to Pennsylvania. So only thing I had was music. So I remember being in first block and writing the words to Forgot About Dre because I didn't have anything else to do. So then it just kind of developed into that. And then I just couldn't stop. A friend of mine wanted to rap and he just didn't want to do it by himself. So, I was like, I'll do it with you. And, I was booking sessions and stuff and he just wasn't pulling up. So that one time I go to the session, I pull up and dude's like, "Yo, since you here, you might as well do something." So then I laid down my first track with him, and he was actually known as like the rapper, in the community. Right. And when I did my verse, he rewrote his because he heard mine.
Nice.
So then, he gave me the pass to record. He gave me the pass to record for free when he was charging everybody else. And then he told me I had to put a project out, or he was going to shut the studio down.
Wow. Wow.
Like making a band, yeah.
That's crazy. Well, I think that when you get that trial under fire, whenever you have that trial under fire, I think sometimes that actually brings the best out of you.
Yeah.
I think my uncle used to say, he said, you learn the best lessons under the worst conditions.
That's tough.
You know what I mean? Like, so coming out of that transition of being, but you said lonely, but you got friends in Poconos. You got big dogs sitting next to you right now. You got
I met
curly hair.
I met him like 12 years later.
Wow.
Wow. What I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? I really, when I moved out here, I didn't, I'm to myself anyway too. So I'm not out here making friends.
Right.
So, I just.
But having that connection to Jersey and then having that connection to Germany now, is that military brat-ish, or is that just
I've never served.
Nah?
No, I don't know. Yeah.
No grandparents, no uncles, nothing?
Nah, it's just a nice jacket.
no, but I know you have a connection to Germany as well.
Yeah. So, I releasing music, a producer heard my music and contacted me. He's from Germany.
Mm-hmm.
And we started doing some music together.
Nice.
Nice.
So on your worldwide tour of conquering different states and different cities, you decided to go to Germany as well and extend some of your talents to Germany.
Yeah, there's a producer I know in Budapest as well. He's done a lot of my tracks as well. He actually did Golden Ratio.
Nice. Because you can hear that. You can hear that kind of like foreign sound to the music.
Yeah, I got producers in different countries, different states. Actually, this year, 2 years ago, I did a project every month, so I did 12 total. This year, I started doing collaborations. So it's just a collaboration project with all the producers I know.
Nice. Yeah. Nice. That's dope. And you can hear the sound, the difference. Like T-P was saying, he can feel he like that vibe.
Yeah,
right out the gate. So what I'm trying to do, right, is I'm trying to show that we have an eclecticness of hip hop. Like it's not just one sound, or it's not just drill beats. It's not just hip hop boom bap. And a good friend of mine's, friend of the station, Amadeus, was talking about that in one of his interviews yesterday. And what he was saying like hip hop needs to create different genres so that we can separate the music, because there's no reason why, an artist like yourself should be in a category with a Pop Smoke.
Yeah, I'm not.
You know what I mean? Like that's not, and even in the lineage of hip hop, you saw like even in the 80s, 90s, you had different forms of hip hop, but they never would distinguish it. And that's because of, unfortunately, hip hop is still associated with rock and roll. See, a lot of rappers don't know that in order for you to be recognized, you have to be recognized as a rapper in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
They've never changed that.
Yeah. My favorite genre is alternative rock. And I used to be in a band before I started rapping.
Right. So. Well, mostly, and if you and TP will agree with me on this, and you'll see this in a lot of the documentaries, the close association with rock and roll and hip hop was such a taboo and such a connection, because they were ousted and they were not, popularized by music, or by the status quo, and they had to stretch across boundaries that hip hop also had to stretch across.
Absolutely.
And we were able to even collaborate on some, in that genre of music. And now they're recognizing it a little bit more. Hip hop is getting recognized in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame a lot more, as history, starts to change itself or starts to, go to a different direction. So as an artist, some of your influence, one of my favorite influences that you have is like super dope. Rock Marciano. Rock is like I was just telling when Curly and Shad came in, this is like 20, 30 years right here. And they like another 50 years there. So that's like 80 years. But for me, the reason why it's so prevalent now is because rock was like 10 years ago, where we are now, Rock was back then to me what he is now.
Mm-hmm.
When a lot of people were sleeping on Rock and didn't think that he had the ingenuity to come out at that time, 10 years ago, that artistry that I was a part of then is now coming into fruition now.
Right.
You understand what I mean by that? Like those artists, it took them 10 years to get to that status.
Yeah, I remember he talked about it when he started up selling his albums on his website and how he changed the game like that and selling vinyls and stuff like that.
Yep. He was a MySpace rapper
at
one time. And like that was like at the time, in that time frame that he came out, because him being from Long Island, he was close to Hempstead, Long Island, right? From Hempstead. He was close, right. You know, and now if you talking Long Island, so me being from Far Rockaway, from Queens, and knowing, Stack Bundles and the Riot Squad and Snatcher Tape and Core 2Gs and Chinks Drugs, that close association with Long Island. And as a matter of fact, his uncle lives here in the Poconos.
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah, his uncle Devon. He's probably watching the show now. Peace, Devon. Devon,
peace.
Short brother. Always, everywhere you see us at, we be at Muller's. We may be somewhere. That's actually Rock's uncle.
Oh man, we gotta meet.
Yeah. So he may stop by 1836 tonight. He's always around. He's always around here. You'll see him. You'll meet him. But that's Rock's uncle. So I actually had some Rock Marciano joints that I was gonna play for you tonight. I had a whole presentation tonight, but we gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it. Amazing Amy says she got me. So but I want to just delve into that a little bit, like the influences of the artists that you Rock Marciano being one of them. Some other influences that you have that influence you to write the music the way you do.
Charles Hamilton, he's a major influence.
Nice.
Ab Soul, MF Doom, Earl Sweatshirt, Bodie James, Currency, Blue. That's BLU, no E on that.
That's a real eclectic bunch, man. That's like to me that's like the neo soul of hip hop.
The thing is,
you know what I mean?
The funny part is I'm probably missing something. Like you're right? Probably like
no, but that to me is like the neo soul of like hip hop. Like those genres. That's, like I said, like in California, at one particular time, that's all you have is like gangbanger rap. But you had like artists like that, like Ab Soul and that came from Cali with that. One of my favorites was they used to call him the Waterproof MC. Trying to think of his name, but I can't think of it right off the head. I can't think of his name. But either way, those type of flows, you know what I mean? That type of flow that separates you in the genre, and makes people have to identify with it as a part of hip hop.
How would you categorize yourself, though? You might not fit into those categories, but how would you categorize your music, or would you even categorize your music?
Yeah, it's alternative rap. It's alternative rap. I just go through a blend of, sometimes I feel like rapping, and the thing is, it's a real confession. If I could sing, I probably wouldn't rap for real. So I kind of go through times where I don't really want to rap, but it's a song where I'm going to rap. So it just sounds a little different.
Right. Well, us guys from Queens, we mastered the sing-song rap.
I think Harlem did that.
Well, you can say Harlem did. You can probably say Harlem did that, but then I will have to pull out my card and I will have to show you that Bigger Bell was in Far Rockaway.
Oh man,
they were in Far Rockaway. They're very, very close friends. Very tough. Close friends.
That's
so Bigger Bell. I mean, I ain't gonna front now. Big. That's. I mean. What we gonna say? What we gonna say? That is the pinnacle of singing, because nobody else had it that way. Nobody else had it that way. But I think he mastered it to a degree that nobody else could do it to where Max was doing it. Because
no auto-tune.
Yeah, no auto-tune. That even that time with Max, just coming out. But why you do that and joints like that, just sing along joints. I think that's what separated him from every other rapper that was out in that time, because even the comparison between him and Stack Bundles, there's not really a comparison because Max was on a whole nother level. whole nother level. And a little history note, Max is the one that wrote that hook along with Stack Bundles on We Fly High for Jim Jones. That was Max and Stax who wrote that. Yes, and Ballin, yes. And Ballin. That was Max that wrote that sing along. So a lot of ways sometimes I say a lot of stuff that probably get me in trouble. But that's why I don't mess with Jomo. I don't mess with him at all.
Okay.
I don't mess with Jomo. I don't like the way he treats Cameron. I don't like the way he treats Mendici. I don't like the way he treats my peoples. And so for that reason, I love Mel Matrix though. That's my guy. Mel is my guy. Free Mel Matrix. Free Mel Matrix. That's my guy. But Jomo, we
only gonna talk good things about
Harlem. But Jomo is not from Harlem. He's not from Harlem. He's from the Bronx. He's from the Bronx. So I'm not talking bad about Harlem. I would never do that. Never do that because Harlem Matriarch is always, shining her light on me. Yes. It's all the same sandwich.
Chopped cheese,
right?
We invented that.
Chopped cheese with no extra season, no seasoning, what have you.
And that's just a raggedy hamburger.
Yes, absolutely. And all it is a raggedy hamburger that got stuck on the grill.
Raggedy hamburgers, sloppy Joe.
Right?
Oh, that's great. Don't do that to all.
No, because the reason why you have a chopped cheese is because
that's like saying a Philly cheesesteak is a hyped up roast beef sandwich. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Right?
Give us what we deserve.
Right?
Right.
Call it what it is. Right?
Sensitivity got you.
Right? Yeah. Well, that is Shad Wrote That. I mean, he is.
Y'all keep your chopped cheese.
Right.
You know what I mean?
No, not knowing that it was only because they didn't season the grill and the hamburger got stuck to the grill.
And by the way, the bowl digger by the handle of chopped cheese got robbed twice last night.
But damn.
They shouldn't even have had to handle the chopped cheese though. How you gonna steal a hood name and put it as a business? That's crazy.
That's right.
That's bad marketing.
That's right.
But and
you missed the Taliban.
Right.
Wow. But I'm gonna stop here.
Berg ain't Dipset swerve on the swerve. You talking about?
Right. Exactly.
Gang Green.
Right. Exactly. Ow. Yeah. But to say that, just to go back to that part of the subject where we just talked about with Max B, just having that melodic sound to your music adds to your performance. So like I noticed, like when you're on stage, somehow you can't forget your lyrics.
Yeah, I wrote it.
Right. But see, some artists do. Like they get ready to perform their ish and they like forget it. But somehow you can't because of that melodic flow. It's like
can I
tell you about
that? So there was a long time. So okay, when I write, I don't know how to write in a bar format. So when I was telling you when I was writing the Forgot About Dre, I wrote it like a story. So I indented. I did like a paragraph. I had commas, stuff like that. Like I did it like a story.
That's how you're supposed to do it.
Yeah, right. So, when one of my friends was trying to break down how I was rapping, and he had me study music theory, and so there's the 2s and 4s, where like the drum hits, so like doom doom ch, doom doom ch. On that that's where people normally have their raps. But because I didn't know how to write it in a bar format, I rap on the 1s and 3s. So I'm in between where the beat goes. So you actually get to hear the entire.
Because remember I said you actually become an instrument.
Right.
In your music.
So now it's in between that. So now you hear me clearly and you hear the instrumentation clearly. So now they can like kind of dance together. And my brother and I talked about it, how when you have a certain song that you really like, and if the bass is too off, when they're trying to rap, you can't hear everything they're saying. Right. You might like the beat so much.
Right. That you don't even listen to the lyrics.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm in between where your ears are picking up the significant parts of the beat. And so I'm filling it with significance, which is me.
Hand off from the superhero.
So when it comes to actually memorizing the lyrics, I have to feel the song and then and have to really go through it, get it down pat.
So you're right. So you actually have to every like almost I guess you could probably say every performance is a song.
Yeah.
If that's safe to say. And also, man, you know, lyrics, it's actually formatted to be a song, like TV was saying.
Yeah.
Because normally with music theory, with writing music, you have to write out a storyline first, or what we call a vision board or whatever. Then you have to take it from that visionary form and you put it in the rhythmic format, right, for it to you know, be like a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. Makes a lot of sense.
And when I'm performing, you know, I've said 1,000 times, there's so many people that know their favorite artist songs. Excuse me. And they'll rap all their favorite artist songs in the mirror, on Snapchat, on Instagram, all that stuff, right? And then when they go on stage, they're stiff to the board, trying to rap,
Right.
And they give it new life. And I'm like, yo, you knew all the Future songs, and you rapped it with his cadence, you knew
everything,
the breaks in it, you knew when to hesitate, you knew when the beat was gonna drop, all of that. So rap, if you low armor, be low armor on stage. Because I bet if it was a Future song on stage, you could rap that on stage like you were him. But this is your song, so why don't you rap your song with life? Very confusing. And that's how I feel like, oh, you don't feel what you're doing.
Right, and a lot of times you'll get artists that do perform, but like you said, they don't. You can't see the performance aspect in their song.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what kind of, like I said, that's what separates you from other artists, because you can see the performance in your song.
No disrespect.
Right.
Gibson.
Right. Good example.
Well, no disrespect.
Good example. Because you're talking performance against, you talk about performance against, or even further, you talk about musicianship and performance.
Now, when I'm performing, it's only the instrumental, so I don't have background, so I have to know. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you're in a concert and you're playing the piano and you stop playing the piano, we stop hearing the music.
Right.
So if you have background vocals, then you can forget you can be lazy with it. You kind of not perform, act it out. But if I don't rap this, you're not even gonna feel what I'm saying. So I have to rap this song on stage for y'all. Just to be just me memorizing I'm the instrument.
Right. And that keeps, like I said, that keeps you from doing your lyrics.
Yeah. We drink after the show.
Yes. Yes, that's true. Yes.
Drink after the show.
Yes, sir. All right, so let's get into the third song. Then I'll tell y'all a little about why Amy is so amazing. I'll tell y'all in about 17 seconds before. Let me get this one real quick.
It ain't got nothing to do with the heroin.
I'll tell you about Amy is amazing in a second.
What's going on?
That's right. She shine like a diamond. She just shine like a diamond.
Word, that's a fact. That's a fact. You see, she fixing that cake in her crown. She's a beast. Monster. Absolute monster. Yo. That's why.
What up? This is Javier Gooded, and you are now live on the DJ Strategy Show with Amazing Amy on Gynesis Radio. You know what time it is.
She got her own drops. She got her own drops. Let's get into some more Charley Roy. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna replay it.
In every sense, I'm the true villain. Check this man's words. I don't do it, leave him breathless. I wreck shit with reckless. This the message, don't mess with. I'm majestic. How I step, kick less. Spitting grotesque, don't test. I will flex. Suplex, no duplex. I snap next. Yo, who's next? Y'all niggas fool bets bad. I'm a rap vet. Yeah, and I don't have a cut check. That's some nonsense. I'm just taking my time, aligning all my lines. The entity through divinity. I'm so divine. I'm just taking my time, aligning all my lines. The entity through divinity. I'm so divine. Each on the calendar, I ain't finding challenger. That can match your verse, I'll embarrass your area. It's malaria, pen game will bury your area. Situations in the staircase, it's scarier music. Yeah, I'm married, the more kids, the merrier. Each project, that's mad clubs, you're regular, irregular, arrogant. Rap this so effortless, God's gift and reckless. My sound is different. I'm just taking my time, aligning all my lines. The entity through divinity, I'm so divine. I'm just taking my time, aligning all my lines. The entity through divinity, I'm so divine. 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 The entity through divinity, I'm so divine.
Super smooth right here. Super smooth. I call for a wind back. I call for a wind back. I call for a wind back and a scratch right now. That open up the window, sunroof. Nice spring day in the Poconos. It's that outside music right here.
I took a deep breath, ordered my steps, yes, the best yet. I'm learning love, I'm loving life, I'm better, I'm blessed, much less stress, the rest, put it to rest, flesh no longer a test, but my soul, they attest my heart, still a bloody mess, flex is my focus, while you're swimming in hopeless emotion, ferocious, the prodigy, different coaches, got summers, brother, bringing havoc, y'all don't get it, so I had to spill it, and you shorty, you know the business, I've been the realest, throwing lines, I'm a real, that's how I always do, you know my fashion, coded up, my mask and asking, not a simple thing, I hate questions. You lose sight of the blessing when you question destined to the same fate. Chain break away, gate guarding the garden. Hard hit is harder like hard had to step back. I won't beg your pardon. I'm all in. The time to recline, minds are intertwined. It's been 29, or for design. I don't know what to think. I know I'm in your brain. The time to heal the pain, we had to be away. Dark on the way, I had the marathon the race. Way better aim, I'm critically acclaimed. There's no regrets in this request. If you're the guest, I question if it's still a mess. Part of my sleeve, indeed. I work to take the seed. I'm seeing you see your breeze when I'm up in thee. I'll take the time to breathe. Apply pressure with ease while I smother like sneeze. In my arm, very necessary. Show the harm forever legendary. Ring alarms cause the fire's strong up in arms. They are. It's the charm I star in this movie. My life is every single bar. Either reps or I do a cannonball. I felt it in the jaws. Pause. I came to see you. Fuck the draws. I got them. On my job, I hold the time. You gun down the mic with speed. My commie. Fuck a body. I want you by me. Nightly, highly mighty. You got me writing. That's exciting. The time to realign, hands are intertwined. The two forever blind, one floor design. I don't know what to think. I know I'm in your brain. The time to heal the pain. We had to be away, but I'm on the way. I had the marathon to race. Way better aim, I'm critically acclaimed. In every sense, I'm the true villain. Check this man's words. I don't do it, leave him breathless. I wreck shit with recklessness. The message don't mess with. I'm majestic. How I step, kid blessed. Spitting grotesque, don't test. I will flex. Suplex, don't duplex. I snap next. Yo, who's next? Y'all niggas fool best bad. I'm a rap vet, yeah, and I don't have a cut check. It's a nonsense. I'm just taking my time, aligning on my lines. The entity through divinity, I'm so divine. I'm just taking my time, aligning on my lines. The entity through divinity, I'm so divine. Each woman calendar, I ain't for a challenger. That can match the verse, I'll embarrass your area. It's malaria, pen game will bury your area. Situations in the staircase, the scarier music. Yeah, I'm married, the more kids, the merrier. Each project, that's many quarters, irregular, irregular, arrogant. Rap is so effortless, God's gift, miraculous. My style is different, shit. I'm just taking my time, aligning on my lines. The entity through divinity, I'm so divine. I'm just taking my time, aligning on my lines. The entity through divinity, I'm so divine. Right, 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 I'm so divine. The entity through divinity, I'm so divine.
Nice. So I ran them back because I wanted to play them, all the way through when they're full of the time. There is a wine. Is that part of that the name of the LP?
Yeah, there is one that album completely sampled Amy Winehouse. Only rapper history to do it. I'm listening to you all the time. I got some more Conscious Pelanine. He's doing that producing that song. He did the whole project.
Let me ask you a question. Sample Amy Winehouse. Now, was that fat Amy Winehouse or skinny drunk Amy Winehouse?
It was the Virgo Queen Amy Winehouse.
Oh, there.
It was the Virgo Queen Amy Winehouse.
That's
Yeah, that was fat Amy Winehouse.
that was the soulful one. That was the one that had all the soul. Yeah, I think
That was pre-gastric bypass.
That right. That's right. Absolutely correct. Skinny Luther and Big Luther. Right. Big Luther. All day.
Let's keep rest.
All day.
Keep rest, man.
But that's Luther's cousin. So we're not talking in his presence. That's Luther's first cousin, right?
Say word.
Yeah, that's Luther Vandross's first cousin. We don't call him Luther either. We call him by his real name. With all Bessie call him. Ronnie.
Real name Ronnie?
Yeah.
Oh man, he's
Yeah.
No. He knows you're serious. He knows you're serious.
No,
He's just gonna make no. Yeah, he knows you're serious.
Listen, we're used to this guy in the studio. He's like a special invited guest, and being a special invited guest when he's on the set, he's always here. He's always welcome because his energy is impetuous. That's a Mike Tyson, impetuous.
He's impregnable. Whatever you say, my defense is impregnable.
Yeah.
My defense.
That's right. With the face, with the serious face, yeah, with the serious face.
Allah.
Word, with the serious face, yo.
Word.
Yes, sir. So,
I wouldn't say that to his face.
word. Yes. Word. After I smoked with him first. After I smoke with him, then I'll talk to him like that. Because I know he'll be a little bit more calm.
Mike's gonna have some problems if he heard me.
Right.
Snitch.
Right.
After I wake up.
So, yo,
Oh, you got us down to 911 and your lawyer at the same time on your way down, right?
You the one that said don't say don't chat with me. I'll do it.
look, that's when oh, just checking this one. Shanks was supposed to be our calling guest for tonight at 7:00, but he's in Brooklyn shooting a video with a very good friend of mine, Nimrod. The single just came out today. Shanks was one of the artists that performed at Popular Barbershop's birthday celebration. So I actually had his joint featuring another good friend of mine's. He was at one time, I believe, he was like I won't say chaperone, but he was like the right hand man of Mr. Lenny Jones, aka Uncle Merlin. He has a new album that's out right now. I'll get back to that later, but they won't be calling in tonight because of the fact that they have the video shoot. So I didn't do the 6:00 traffic jam, but I want to ask you a couple more questions. Also, before we do that, I want you to tell everybody where they can find you at on social media.
Instagram, Rauch Kaiser, RAIUCHI _KAISER. That's on Twitter as well. Or you can type in Charley Roy, CHARLEY, LIE, because we don't lie. Create life and spell my name.
Bro, I gotta tell you one thing. One thing for certain, two things for sure. If I smoke weed, I would smoke weed with you, man. I appreciate it. You know, he got that vibe, man. You know, he's like, I'd be like, yo, come on, man. You know, he was going to get all intellectual.
Right.
You know how many things he just told me sitting here? He told me like 4 or 5 things.
Yeah, pick up on it before you drop it,
Right? and like when I first got a chance to meet him, you know, on stage, because it's a little bit of confusion because like I'm trying to get all the artists now.
Right, I just got there for the first time.
Yeah, it's like the first time. So it's a little bit of confusion because I'm trying to get the artists that's doing open mics and doing these showcases CP to learn, this is DJ etiquette. I'm bringing in music on flash drive. He was one of the artists that came through that showed that, it was like, all right, the DJ, because if the sound ain't right and the mic ain't right, automatically the DJ did the shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. DJ, turn my mic. Turn my mic up, man. What's wrong with the DJ? What's wrong? DJ, get him out of here. And in certain places in the United States, they say shoot the DJ.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's why we had Brutus and the beat down.
Right.
Right. So when they came with that bull crap, it was Brutus and the beat downs and everything was everything.
Yo, let me tell you, we had the DJ booth so high up in the air that you had to climb up the circular staircase at USA Roller Rink in order even to talk to the DJ. So that I think I experienced the same thing, and I think I was selling Amy and TP that when I did when we did the interview with the young brother. What was his name again? Javier Gooden. Another. I know that's the DJ. I mean, talk to him, be nice to him. So, that type of vibe. I got that from when you first walked in the door, and then you settled into whatever space that you was in, and then you was able to be a performer. So that's what kind of drew me in. Drew me in as a fan. And then once I heard the lyrics, I was like, yo, this is alternative rap. This is something different than what everybody's used to. And it gives you a break from what everybody else is used to. You know what I'm saying? So I want to see more. Theories of Wine is the LP TP, so that's why it's smooth. Theories of Wine. So that's the LP that's coming up.
That came out. That's a deluxe.
Oh, that's a deluxe. So then you mean to tell me? So you got
that track was a bonus track.
So you got more tracks than that. You got more than that.
Yeah, I have over 40 projects.
Wow. And that's just like
when I did in 2021. I dropped a project every month. Master Soul, that was from that Golden Ratio from that year, and then it ended with the Amy Winehouse album, and then the following year I released everything on the platforms, and then the deluxe version of the the Amy Winehouse release song.
We talking a whole bunch of alchemy here, huh?
Yeah, my first project I dropped was in 2011. Hello, nice to meet you.
Yeah. That's nice to meet you right there.
High school.
That's nice to meet you. Because it's very few of us alchemists moving around that are able to change chemicals with no confusion. Chris is another one. Chris Brown is another one. You know, he had to headbutt the big head girl, but
Oh Lord.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying, I'm just
No DVs, no DVs,
no,
no DVs.
I'm just that's why I didn't mention. But he was a good guy. He was a good guy. He didn't mean it.
It took away his government commercial.
Look at how
Nah, I know what I didn't like. It hurt the light skin community. They
It did.
They
It
thought we
really
was all
did.
angry after that.
It did. Because
Wasn't fair.
I mean, to be honest with you, I think sometimes light skinned guys are
Come on, no. See,
look at Terrence Howard. I mean, you know.
Hey, man. Let's leave him out of this,
I
man.
had to talk about that, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, light skinned guys didn't have a problem after that and before that. So it did make sense. It really did make sense. Really did make sense. But
Shouts out to Sugar Free.
yes. First black business to ever get married. That is, and you can see this is not made up stuff. There's no script. This is all the shout outs. This is actually what happens when Charley Roy and Shad Wrote That, and comes through and shows the snaps and shows the dexterity of the hip hop culture and how we can alternatively change music in a direction where people can hear a message and people can hear clarity in what you're saying. You know, just teaching lessons as you go along. But for us that pick up on it, the sound sequence is there, everything is there. Everything is definitely there. So what I want to do now, since we have a little bit of time, and Amazing Amy came through like the superhero that she is, super duper superhero like she is. I want to get into some of the joints that I had loaded up for the 6 o'clock traffic jam. And we're going to do that because we don't have the calling guests. So I figure we might as well go ahead and get into that. Yeah, let's get into the 720 traffic jam. Everybody is coming into the Poconos today, so I think it's